Bruh.
Nope.
Yep.
That's nasty.
What the fuck? That's why.
I don't care.
Stop the cap.
Dumbass motherfucker.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
You going to jail. You're going to jail.
All right, seems like we're good so far.
There's a website that actually compiled every single exhibit from the trial. We'll go through the big claims. Just a couple things I need to get out of the way really early on. From my reading, nothing that's been presented so far is new. Not a thing. I know people claim it is, bombshell, recordings, all this stuff. Either it's been presented in trial or it's been presented on appeal. I think there's three things that are being alleged in Tory Lanez's website that I think are key. One, Megan was never shot by any bullet fragments. Two, key evidence has gone missing. And three, if she was shot, the person who did it was likely Kelsey. Was Megan Thee Stallion shot? That's the big question that a lot of people are asking. Even during the trial in 2022, Tory's defense team never made the claim that she was not shot. All they alleged during that trial was that Kelsey was the shooter, not Tory Lanez. It is only 3 years later, now that they're releasing this new information to the public, that they're now claiming Megan was not shot. A lot of people believe that she was never shot, and it's for a variety of reasons, but the three main things that I've seen so far is that Megan lied, and she said at first that...
So how did that happen to you? Glass? Where?
People were like, whoa, and they saw the body cam, like, oh, she's lying. Okay, this part of the evidence I don't give a shit about. And the reason why is when someone gets shot, I don't care what they claim or what anyone else claims. I want to see medical reports. I want to see where the bullet fragments are. I want to see everything. That's the only thing that matters. Because I could shoot you right now. You could claim you didn't get shot. It doesn't change the fact that you got shot. So the only thing that matters to me in this case is their medical report. So I guess I take a look, and Tory's team did cover this. I look into this, and what do I find? 3 surgeons performed surgery on both her feet and removed 3 bullet fragments. One of them ended up testifying in the court case and then provided paperwork so that everyone could see what had happened and what had been recovered. So I see this, I'm like, okay, this looks like an open and shut case. Not for Tory's team. They put up this graph, and I'm going to show you guys. I'm not even going to tell you what they said. You're going to just read it. They have this slide here with the image of 3 different doctors, and this is what they say. They go, despite these conflicting reports, 24, 25, 26, none of these doctors were called to testify to court. What's going on? So the first doctor described injuries on Megan Thee Stallion as lacerations from broken glass. There is no mention of gunshot wounds, fragments, or ballistic trauma. He also described Megan as pleasant in no acute distress. You can't really see the medical report, okay? Because I don't know why, but when you go on the image, it's too small. So they don't let you actually see it. If you zoom far enough, you can actually read it, and this is just the ER doctor. So he's the one who first assesses Megan when she comes in. And I think what they're trying to allege with this image is that there's no mention of gunshot wounds, and they think, I guess, that is a smoking gun of some sort, or something to be careful of. What they omit in this is that she was hit by ricochet. And what ricochet does is it impacts the bullet to such a severe degree that when it penetrates, sometimes it can look like lacerations because of its jagged edges. So what may have looked like lacerations to him may have been very well bullet fragments that he just couldn't see. Again, when you come into the ER, they're not doing every test off the top. If they think that something's wrong, they send you to a different doctor, which is what happened. Because if you look at the dates, what's the date here?
July 12th, 2020.
Okay, the next doctor saw her when?
July 12th, 2020.
Okay, so now the second doctor comes in. Who is this? Milton Little. He's the orthopedic surgeon. She was shot in the foot. Now the surgeon comes in. What does he say? Diagnosed with bilateral gunshot wounds based on imaging. He removed 3 small fragments under general anesthesia and called the wounds superficial. They put the quotation marks. Yet performed surgery. Claimed fragments were bagged and given to police. So the way that they're framing this is that he performed surgery on gunshot wounds that were superficial. So I guess they're trying to say it's kind of odd that he claims these wounds are superficial, but they performed surgery, not realizing it's not abnormal for doctors to perform surgery on superficial wounds. Sometimes they need closing, sometimes they need specific treatment, especially if there's things that they need to go surgically remove. They'll still perform a small surgery, which is what they did for Megan. Then we have the third doctor, Anna Howell. When did she see the patient?
July 13, 2020.
Which is the day after. Now, what she says, she described the wounds as superficial and cleanly closed. X-rays showed no fractures, minimal residual shrapnel. Dr. Howell treated for cellulitis, which is an infection, discharged without mention of ballistic trauma.